Speaker Mike Johnson has the gavel, but it's Donald Trump's House now. Washington. There may be a new speaker in town, but it's Donald Trump's House of Representatives. Even though former President Trump was in New York City today, House Republicans' unanimous election of Speaker Mike Johnson, RLA, shows a dramatic rightward shift for the GOP on Capitol Hill. You read that correctly. Donald Trump has cemented his control over the Republican conference in the House of Representatives. He has a stranglehold on the Republican Party. Representative Jamie Raskin, DMD, told reporters on the steps of the Capitol. Even as he faces 91 criminal charges and several of his election lawyers have pleaded guilty now to election-related offenses, one of his enablers on January 6 has just become the Speaker of the House Representatives, after 3 chaotic weeks of Republican-on-Republican brawls. The party united around the man the New York Times last year dubbed the most important architect of the Electoral College objections, for the constitutional lawyer's work writing an amicus brief on behalf of Trump and House Republicans. Just Tuesday, House Majority Whip Tom Emmer, RMN, stood as Speaker designate. He lasted 4 hours. Trump derailed his bid by calling him a rhino, Republican in name only, in no small part because Emmer voted to certify the 2020 election results. Donald Trump vetoed Emmer yesterday, and he gave the thumbs up to Mike Johnson today, said Raskin, also a constitutional lawyer. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than Johnson's last-minute speaker bid is turning heads of some who've served with him on the House Judiciary Committee and know his theocratic approach to policy, such as opposing same-sex marriage and abortion rights. I think he was meandering through. He's not that well known. Those of us who served with him on committees know him, know his know his connection to January 6 and to Trump, Representative Madeleine Dean, DPA, told Raw Story. But many people didn't know, so I think he was sellable. Related article. New Speaker Mike Johnson. No assets, lots of debt. As much as Democrats are aghast, members of the far-right Freedom Caucus are elated by the party's dramatic rightward shift in mere weeks. Speaker McCarthy no longer represented 218 members, and, it's uncomfortable, it's painful, it's disruptive. Change is. Significant change is even more so, and this is transformational change. Representative Bob Good, RVA, one of the 8 Republicans who orchestrated McCarthy's ouster, told Raw Story. While there's a degree of uncertainty and risk involved with what we did 3 weeks ago, the conference is better off for it. Congress is better for it. And the GOP's now more united than before, said the chairman of the Freedom Caucus, Representative Scott Perry, RPA. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than. I'm not going to talk about the differences. What we have in common is we're all trying to save the republic from the radical crazy left, Perry told Raw Story. We're all fighting for the same things. We've been fighting for the same things. So what did we do the last 3 weeks? Raw Story. Axe. Change in management, Perry said. While McCarthy was viewed as an arrogant establishment creature, Johnson is viewed as a quiet, humble guy, said Representative Andy Harris, RMD. Johnson is, for example, one of the least wealthy members of Congress. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than. He will be a great foil for us with the president. I would love to see a debate between Joe Biden and Mike Johnson, Harris told Raw Story. Still, few in the GOP could have predicted a Speaker Mike Johnson a few weeks, let alone days, ago. He was in the right place at the right time, Harris said. Musical chairs, the music ends occasionally, and when it ends, he was the person who won. As for Democrats, they see Johnson as a little Donald Trump, even if he lacks the former president's bombast. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than. Walks the same. Quacks the same, Representative Raul Grijalva, Diaz, told Raw Story. Nothing changes.